Lately, I've had several conversations with folks who have pretty good jobs that pay well and offer insurance and 401ks and whatnot. And these jobs feel fairly safe and provide a sense of security, especially for the folks that are the breadwinners of their family. But the reason they all reached out to me is because they had recently started some kind of side hustle and had some tactical questions about how to start a business, how to launch a product or a service. And we're also looking for a little bit of feedback on what they were already doing. They were such fun conversations. I had a great time. It's such an exciting time in an entrepreneur's life, and there's just a lot of momentum, and it feels really good to have those conversations. But I couldn't help but ask if they had goals around some of their side hustles. And they all said that they'd love to pursue these things full time, but didn't feel like they were at a place where they could leave behind the money and the security that a job offers, even though they felt fairly unfulfilled at their day jobs. And I get this, right? Like, I remember being hooked on a paycheck, and I remember sticking with a job that I wasn't happy about. Hell, the job was actively not fun, and I was just like white knuckling my way through each week to get to the evenings or the weekends where I could do what I cared about. Fulfillment meant way less than security did to me back then. I had this fear that if I'd quit my job, I would never make that much money again. And I was also under the impression that I was only worth the skills that I possessed. At that time, I was a really mediocre IT director. But since I no longer enjoyed IT work, I wasn't sure what else I could do. And I didn't feel like I had any other skill sets that I could build a career on. Well, I was fortunate enough to get a gig coaching executive education courses at the D School, and I started noticing that my colleagues saw something in me that I didn't really see in myself. They saw value in who I was and how I operated in the world. As a matter of fact, my technical skills were of no use to them at all. What they saw was maybe years of experience in startups. They saw years of sobriety and all that recovery had taught me. They maybe could see the effect of my mindfulness practice and how I showed up in the world. All of these things they saw as valuable, and they had intuitively knew that it would play a role in my work. I just thought these were elements of myself that were outside of work. But I kind of came to find out there is no such thing, right? I am who I am between the hours of 8 and 5 and every other hour of the day. So if you're someone who is white knuckling their way through the week in the job you don't like, I'd ask you to remember that we have one very short life. And I believe that you deserve to spend it doing something that you enjoy and feel like you have a knack for. So if you have an idea for a business, but feel like you can't leave the safety of your current gig, book some time to chat with me. I'm pretty damn good at giving people the tactical support they need to launch a new venture and the emotional support needed to do it in a way that feels right for you.